with us, and from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. With that road trip behind them, the Lakers ready to perform in front of their Los Angeles fans. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
And you know, for the Lakers, they're well above the position they were expected to be in at this stage. Now the question becomes, can they keep it up in the playoffs?
I think they can, Greg, but one thing's for sure, they're about to find out that regular season pressure is no match for the playoff pressure.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Some teams see Webb now struggling, others are surging. It's the mad dash to determine playoff seedings, and it's fun to watch.
And for fans of the underdog, this is why we play out the season. Only the strong prevail. Survival of the fittest. Everybody wants a chance to try to make sure that their team is the one to win. So, yeah, struggling is common for everyone. How do you handle those struggles, and how do you get through them? And usually it's with teamwork, chemistry, and, again, some hard work at the end.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for the Clippers right now, Gallinari and Harris, your small and power forwards. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot.
Another whistle, and he's got to be careful with his foul situation.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our Player of the Week, D.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare. And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Well, I like the effort. It always feels good to get on the board first.
Now here's Noel. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game, using his post move to get the 2 points.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Williams can't get it to go. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Now they have not won yet in 2 meetings against this team, but Coach says he expects a different story tonight. He expects them to attack more offensively and worry a little less about waiting for the perfect shot. We'll see if that approach lets them win this first game in the season series. Kevin?
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah, I agree, because they have to be the team that dictates the style of play in this game. I mean, they'll be much better off in a shootout instead of a slugfest.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting calls, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Now here's Williams. His last outing, 16 points for him. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Stolen by Ball. A floater. Noel down low. He's guarded by Williams. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Take a look at the Lakers. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, the Clippers, right now, quite a ways down below.
And I think for the Lakers, they must have reached every goal they set for themselves this season. For them to be this high in the standings this late in the season, what an accomplishment.
Yeah, Greg, and early in the year, maybe they were catching some teams by surprise, but now everybody knows how strong they are, and they're still rolling along.
Now here's Noel. Buries it down low. Noel's got 9.
Now that makes them 80% from the floor early on. Let's see how long they can stay this high.
Williams against Noel. With some arc, and Williams with the layup.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
Los Angeles leading by 3. McGee is screen on Williams. Noel passes the ball. Williams against Noel. Count it. He's got 11.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Clippers trail by 5. Everly with the ball. 17 points for him last game against New York.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Williams. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Williams has got his second basket.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, when you're at a size disadvantage, sometimes the mid-range is better than inside. You get a little more space. You don't allow the shot blocker to get up on you. And also, you can use your handles and your quickness.
Now, here's Noel. 11 points in the game. And he gets it to go.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
The Clippers in the past few seasons, Greg, have completely overhauled their roster. They are making some serious changes here.
Practically nobody from the team 2 years ago is still with the franchise. It was a complete teardown, and they felt they needed to hit the reboot button. Jerry West knows what he's doing, though, and he's done this before with great success.
Now Noel following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Noel.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Williams kicks to Harrell. Back to Williams. A 3-ball. Again, the miss by Williams.
He's still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
Noel down low, working on Williams. And it's Noel missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
They get it back. Back to Harrell. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
Well, his stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
Shoots from the baseline, and that one's good. Noel's got 15.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Williams passes to Harrell. Williams against Noel. Takes the 13-footer, and it's in there. He's got 6.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between there.
LeBron kicks to Noel. Kuzma with the screen for Noel. And stolen by Harrell. Gallinari outside. Picked by Harrell. Gallinari attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And now just a 3-point Laker lead.
A great set play. Laying down the screen and setting up the easy chance.
Noel down low. He's guarded by Williams. And that one drops. 17 points for D.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
Yeah, but here's the problem. They play team ball. So if you pay him too much attention, that just leaves other guys open, and it's too difficult of an adjustment.
Lonzo Ball out there with Noel. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Kuzma in at center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Bradley against Noel. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Clippers trail by 11. Outside Williams, kicks it to Harrell. pass to Marjanovic. Back to Harrell. Clock at 4. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Boban Marjanovic picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Kuzma with a screen on Williams. Noel down low, working on Williams.
The active defense making things very hard on him as he goes in for the layup.
Kicks it out to Bradley. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Bradley's got 9.
And that's where he's most comfortable. Bradley crafting this game to excel in the catch and shoot.
LeBron with a screen on Williams. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
But Luke Walton, he's definitely a coach players like to play for. I mean, it helps that he was a player not too long ago. Both stars and role players appreciate the candor and the opportunity he provides them.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And with Walton, you hear players talk about the leeway that he allows them.
And that extra bit of trust Walton gives goes a long way. It's why so many rookies have been able to flourish under him. Young players develop when you let them learn on the fly, and Walton has done a good job of creating that environment.
And the free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 10. Outside Bradley. Pass to Harris. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Suns was outstanding. He ended up with 65 points and got there the usual way. An impressive barrage of 3-pointers. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, you know, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
I mean, well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
See, Webb, there are guys that bring it every night. It doesn't depend on a game or a teammate or a play or whatever. Every night they bring it out. Great consistency. I know you have a lot of players that you admire in that regard.
Definitely, I admire their pride, their heart, their attention to detail, passion for the game. The Kawhi Leonards, the Chris Pauls, LeBron James, of course, Kevin Durant. So many players put their heart on the line every night. You love seeing that.
Kuzma sets a screen. Off the screen. And LeBron with the layup.
There's almost no stopping LeBron if he's allowed to get inside. Too strong, too skilled.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, a lot of people have a lot of opinions on Lonzo Ball, but one thing is for sure, Chris, he is a playmaker.
Oh, yeah, and his teammates love to play with him. That's a big thing, Kevin. I mean, he's a natural catalyst for this team. And it goes beyond his impressive passing numbers. I mean, you can see just how different the team is when he's on the floor. I mean, and it means they're moving, they're running. He came into this league advertised as an unselfish playmaker, and he's been that and some.
Lakers on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Shots good by Williams.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Kuzma sets a screen. Noel against Williams. Knocked away and stolen by Williams. Caldwell Pope against Harris. Good. Harris has got his second basket of the game.
Well, throughout Harris's career, he has worked on building up his body, putting that added strength to good use on these tough finishes.
The pass to Noel. Up top, Kuzma. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The timing, the precision. You got to respect Kuzma's ability to drain shots off the pass.
Outside Bradley. The kick out to Williams. Perilous screen on Noel. Shot clock at 6. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Lakers leading by 13. And he makes good on the layup. Noel's got 26. Now here's Williams. 8 points for him. Harris a screen on Noel. Williams passes to Harris. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. Here's Noel. Makes it off the glass. Noel's got 11 points in the quarter.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
Clippers trail by 17. Pass to Harris. Marjanovic with a screen for Harris. A second chance effort, and the nice bucket inside for Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
Noel against Williams. The 8-footer. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Lou Williams. And isn't it amazing how overnight the Lakers went from a rebuilding team to a contending team now with LeBron?
Whatever team LeBron has been on has always been a threat to make the finals. Magic Johnson knows that. He was always a threat to make the finals. 9 for him, 8 for LeBron. I mean, the Lakers recognize and know that they have a 4-year window with LeBron now. Titles are a standard for Magic Johnson and the Lakers, and their commitment to bringing LeBron in shows that.
Marjanovic, no good.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Noel against Williams. It's Noel, high post. 30 points in the game. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You look at Noel. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but, you know, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Williams. Shoots from 12. Here's Marjanovic. Banked in off the glass. Marjanovic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Williams against Noel. The shot's good. Noel's got 34.
And this is a different ball game without his scoring. He's been Mr. Reliable at the offensive end.
Here's Williams. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that one's good. Noel.
And look, he's been so dependable in this game, taking nothing but good shots.
Clippers trail by 18. Outside Williams. Pass to Harrell. Marjanovic, a screen on Kuzma. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and Harrell slams it in.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
James kicks to Noel. .109 left in the first half. The shot, no good. Good tee by Williams. On the wing, Harris. James covering. Now the pass to Harrell. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Harrell against Kuzma. Here's Beverly. Rebound the Lakers. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now Williams, 11 points in the game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Beverly against Ball. Marjanovic, a screen on Ball. Marjanovic down low. Rebounded by the Lakers. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Noel. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers on top, up by 16. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Doc, does it look like you guys are getting the looks you want offensively?
I don't mind the shots. They're good shots for the most part. I would like extra passes every once in a while, but overall, our shots have been not bad.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime. We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, and a few times he's done a good job of initiating contact, yet getting the foul call on the defender.
Getting underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. Gallinari and Harris, your small and power forwards. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Marjanovic with a screen for Williams. Gallinari against James. Here's Marjanovic. Misses off the left iron.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Noel against Williams. And that one's good. Noel. Noel's got 40 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And Beverly kicks to Williams. And here we go. And good that time. Kuzma's got his second basket of the night.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Pass to Harris. Marjanovic, a screen on Kuzma. And it's Harris off the drive. Drops in the tray. 14 points for Lou Williams.
And look, the D has to be talking out there. They can't make threes that easy for them.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams. I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
There's a screen by Williams. Marjanovic kicks to Williams. And the Clippers miss again.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Marjanovic against Noel. And stolen by Harris. Passes to Williams. Over Noel. And it's Williams again missing. Lakers leading by 21. And here is Noel. And he has 42. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Outside Williams. Pass to Harris. Marjanovic, a screen on Kuzma. Fires from deep. That's good from Williams. The assist from Harris. Harris has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Noel against Williams. And that one drops for him. Noel's got 44.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
I mean, I don't know whether to say it's amazing or it's sad, but you're down double digits and you still allow an uncontested layup. Where is the pride? Where is your heart?
Los Angeles calls timeout. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Really a resounding loss the last time they matched up. They got absolutely manhandled on the boards.
Yeah, and I'll be interested to see how they respond. I mean, they lost the physical battle badly in that game. I'm sure that's still in their minds.
And the Lakers making a change here. Beasley's checked in. The Clippers also making some changes. Gortat's checked in for Marjanovic. Bahamute comes in for Tobias Harris. And Bradley's subbed in for Lou Williams. Bradley a screen on Ball. Beverly the pass to Gortat. He kicks it to Bradley. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bradley's got 11 points.
Oh, brave in the paint, Bradley gets it done.
Noel down low, guarded by Bradley. It's tipped. Gallinari wide open. That shot off the mark. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yeah, I'm with you. Disgraceful performance and an issue that might be tricky to fix.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The feed to Bradley. Beasley with the steal. To the middle. Noel against Bradley.
LeBron.
Here's the teardrop. Hits it again. Wow.
One more 50-point game from him as he continues to move towards the top spot.
I have never seen a season like this. Over and over, he continues to explode on the offensive end.
The top spot for most 50-point games in a season comes from the scoring year of all scoring years. Wilt Chamberlain's amazing 1962 season. Wilt actually averaged 50 points a game that year.
That's tipped.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh,
Now, that's what I'm talking about right there.
And there's not a more tenacious player than LeBron, and that's the quality you need on the offensive glass.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos. Outside Bradley. Amute, a screen on Noel. Bradley. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, you talk about the lockdown individual defenders.
And Greg, for Bradley, there's some disconnect as far as his defensive impact. You know, the numbers guys will say it doesn't quite match up to his reputation.
Yeah, I mean, more impactful as an on-ball defender than he is as, say, a help defender. Probably a little undersized for an off guard, but his commitment, no doubt, is off the charts.
Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Noel is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's James in at the small forward. That's the Laker 5.
Look, he's driven him to this lead, and it doesn't look like he's going to ease up until the final whistle.
And there's the pass to Williams. Marjanovic with a screen for Williams. Gallinari on the wing. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vlade or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues. Just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we're blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Well said. Well said. Picked by Williams. Pass to Gallinari. Here's the screen. Marjanovic, a screen on Noel. Williams, that's good. Williams has got 10 points here in the second half.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Noel down low. He's against Williams, and that one's good. Noel.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Stolen by Ball. Jumps up, and James throws it down.
Solid at swiping the ball away. Ball is great at studying his man and anticipating his next move.
Doubled by Noel. And Beverly kicks to Williams. Harris outside. And another three for the Clippers.
No doubt that was a defensive mistake. You got to have a guy on him at all times.
Passes it to Noel. Here's the floater. Count that bucket. Noel's got 56 points in the game.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficiently.
Ball against Beverly. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. For a long time, beat writers and media personnel have determined NBA awards. C-Webb, as someone who's been up for some of these, do you feel the voting system as structured now is fair?
I don't know how it can be fair if it doesn't have any players or coaches involved. I can't necessarily vote on the best doctors because I don't know what it entails, but I can definitely trust other doctors to give their comments on their peers. I think peer awareness is some of the most reliable that you can go for. But, I mean, we have some very knowledgeable writers, sports writers, and media personnel that know. But for the most part, you need help of the players and the coaches to make sure that the integrity is there.
Here's Noel from down low. And again, 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Williams against Noel. Here's Williams. Ball with the rebound. The Lakers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
Oh, that's just great judgment right there from James. He has a firm understanding for when to let it fly.
Harris outside. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Tipped away, and it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Some changes for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee, and it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Kyle Kuzma. The Clippers also making some changes. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Gallinari, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverley. Marjanovic, and again, unable to change momentum here. Pass to Noel with the floater, and it's Ball, that time on the assist by Noel.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Oh, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Outside Williams, lets it go with a three. Ball with the rebound. They are enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
Here's Noel, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Harris, good. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter. And it's the Lakers' ball. Ball kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Williams against Noel. Offensive rebound. 4 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Clippers have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Johnson outside. To the inside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Williams drills the three-pointer. Williams has got 15 points in just the second half.
And he's got 12 points from three-point range now. 9 have come in this half alone.
Here's Noel. Connects again. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Marjanovic, a screen on Ball. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not too long ago, C-Web, triple-doubles were widely celebrated. Now you see much more of them all over the league. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a...
Hey, AI.
What's up, Charlie?
They want to talk to you in the studio. You have a second?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Let's do it.
Right this way.
All right.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq.
Hi, this is Shaq. Your performance tonight?
And thanks for...
Here you go.
that we're done, get out there and put up some shots.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up,
You
man?
help me stretch my arm out real quick?
Yeah, no problem. So we can work on today besides this?
Try to get some shots up.
All right. Other side?
That's good.
Cool.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah. All right, AI. Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works.
Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Poetry in motion, AI. Poetry in motion, AI.
That's all you. Keep shooting it. That's all you. Keep shooting it. I got him. That's all. Keep
Just
shooting
like
it,
that.
man.
Okay, guys, get back to work.
Hey, see you later, man.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. Now we're rolling. Let's go.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
We are done.
Hey, hit me up.
All right, AI. Good to see someone who values the mid-range game. Now let's see how this works.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Who's got ball?
Good shot, good shot.
Keep it going. All right, AI, let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're going to do. Poetry in motion, AI.
Okay, keep it moving, fellas. Come on now.
Hey, see you later, man.
The 2K Sports.
Kind of treading water. They'd really like to make a splash over the next few games. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! Two athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Woo, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Woo! Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Chanel, Coco, 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 Chanel.
Just to remind you that all smoking is prohibited in all areas of the building. Visit the Ticket website for more information for availability on any upcoming Lakers games.
Come out and receive a free Lakers gym bag.
Folks, a reminder to join us for Kyrie Irving.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Lakers look to work home court advantage. We welcome you to Noche NBA here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. This game is part of the travel schedule for Denver. They're still alive in the playoff hunt, just 2 games out of the final seed.
And what you love about rivalry games, doesn't matter where the teams are in the standings. This is about pride.
Well, as much as guys talk about it and try to downplay it, we know what's at stake here. You get into the game, and then your emotions take over.
Always a big factor, home court advantage, Brent, in the playoffs. But lately we're seeing some teams opt for rest and health and say, well, you know, we're going to play where we're going to play.
You always though, Kevin, that conversation happens with teams that have had recent success?
Seems that way, doesn't
It seems like it's veteran teams that the last couple of seasons have gone deep into the playoffs, championship or Western or Eastern Conference Finals, that the coach relies on that experience and doesn't worry that the change of venue is going to impact the quality of play that they're going to bring to the table. They think that we'll carry that through. So be healthy. Don't worry about where we're playing.
Now it's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. We've got Conley, Trey out there with Plumlee. Then it's Porter, and it's Harris in at the 2. Porter kicks to Conley. Lyles a screen on Rondo. Here's Conley. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Here's Plumlee. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Plumlee's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Nuggets. Harris against Noel. Good, that's an another bucket.
One more 50-point game from him as he continues to move towards the top spot.
I have never seen a season like this. Over and over, he continues to explode on the offensive end.
The top spot for most 50-point games in a season comes from the scoring year of all scoring years. Wilt Chamberlain's amazing 1962 season. Wilt actually averaged 50 points a game that year.
Porter with the screen for Conley. Down low. And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
Noel against Harris. Count that one. Noel's got his second bucket of the night.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Plumlee with a screen on Rondo. Conley the pass to Porter. Lyles kicks to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Lyles sets a screen for Conley. Sinks the three-pointer.
Yeah, and coming off that pick there, Conley able to get to his sweet spot and convert.
Noel against Harris. And it's Noel missing.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Shoots from the baseline. Rebounded by the Lakers. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And just looking at the stats, you can see, man, they were efficient on this night.
Yeah, the defense did nothing disruptive in the game, so good patience. It led to good shot selection, and then look at the excellent shooting percentage from the field.
And it's good, 2 points. Porter's got his second bucket.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Noel down low. Harris is there, and it's Noel missing.
Well, he's gotten shots up, but they're not finding the rim. The squad's suffering because of it right now. A bit out of rhythm.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
Yeah, it's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
Lakers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
His versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
That's good from Noel. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Mike Malone. David?
Thanks, Kevin. What he said they're concerned with most is slowing down transition. He said those guys can cause problems if you let them get on the fast break. So stopping space and pace is priority number 1. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Porter. The shot will not fall. And the Lakers going the other way now.
Interesting, Kevin. I got drafted by the Nuggets, never played there. They drafted me 15th overall back in the 1995 draft and then shipped me out. I would have been a much better skier, by the way.
Now here's Porter after the miss from Noel. Outside Porter. Harris outside. Plumlee sets the pick for Harris. The Nuggets with another miss.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged the bullet there.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Conley against LeBron. Conley kicks to Porter. There's the pick. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Noel. And that one's good by Porter. The Lakers in the lead. And here is Noel. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Kuzma with a screen on Harris. Pass to James. Here's Noel. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Harris passes to Conley. Plumlee with the screen. Conley against Rondo. Conley kicks to Harris. And he misses the go-ahead basket. And Los Angeles guys shooting 45% from the field early. Rondo, good.
Can't guard Rondo lightly. Even from inside, he's capable of finding a way to get to a shooting window and score.
They set the pick. Harris passes to Porter. Unloads from 13. That's good from Harris on the assist from Porter.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Noel down low, guarded by Harris. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. There are a lot of guys that can just blow right by you. They turn on the jets, and they're as quick as a hiccup. And there are some guys with that quick first step that they're a blur.
I love watching Damian Lillard in Portland when it is that he has one of those. Most of the games he has it going, but one of those games where he's really got it going. And the way that he can get around a pick and get into the hoop. Damian Lillard, explosive. Put Kyrie Irving, put John Wall's blazing speed on that list. And sometimes Goran Dragic, the way he weasels into a lane, and I mean that in a good way, finishing off.
No, I like that word. That's a good word.
He's fantastic. So we have tremendous explosive point guards who get the job done.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss. Now here's Noel. He's got 14 over Murray, and it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Beasley's checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Harris subbed in for LeBron. Thomas kicks to Hernan Gomez. There's the pick. Pass to Murray. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
One shot, find the lanes.
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up. Thomas against Ball. Clock at 6. Thomas kicks to Barton. Over Noel. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
There's a screen. Shoots, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray outside. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Barton against Noel. Barton drives in, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Will Barton think that this is a guy who came out of nowhere, but he was a 5-star recruit back in high school. Interesting thing is that he has not grown all that much since his time in high school, but certainly his game has.
That free throw good from Barton. And, of course, Barton's second-round pick struggled early to find his niche in this game.
Yeah, another one of those guys that had to have a little bit of time in the developmental league in the first couple seasons. We're all about the learning process, and then, boom, the light goes on, the shooting starts to improve, he gets in the right system, he gets the right opportunity. He's been a very strong contributor ever since.
Now here's Noel. He's got 18. It doesn't go for him. Barton with some nice D. Plumlee sets the pick for Barton. Kicks it to Plumlee. Over Noel. Plumlee, no luck for Los Angeles. They've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. And that one's good. Noel.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Now here's Thomas. 11-point game his last outing. That ties the game. Murray's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And some deep range shown there by Murray. When the D leaves him alone from there, it's pretty much going in.
Harris kicks to Noel. Ingram a screen on Barton. Noel down low. Barton defending. Fades away. And there's another one for the Lakers.
It's pretty simple. I figured it out. He can't miss. Adding to the lead with ease and capitalizing on every opportunity. He can't miss.
Now here's Thomas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shoots over Ball. That one off the back iron and out. And for the Lakers, their shooting has been tremendous early. Their offense looking primed and ready for this matchup.
Now he's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Here's Thomas. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Beasley with the steal. And in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go. And Noel with the basket on the assist from Ingram. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Ball against Thomas. Murray outside. Plumlee with the screen. Throws it up high, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
He is a great leaper for his size and gets off the floor so quickly, sneaks behind the defense for that alley-oop.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor.
So on the floor for Denver, Porter is out there with Lyles. Then it's Conley, then there's Harris, and it's Beasley in at the 3. Now here's Noel. They lead by 8, that's the biggest of the game. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Noel's got 28.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Clippers was tremendous. He ended up with 62 points, and there really wasn't much you could do to stop him. He shot it efficiently from both the floor and the foul line. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and he'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
And the great players are never satisfied. We'll see what he does in the next one.
And great with Michael Porter, combining the length, athleticism, and scoring ability, he's a rare prospect.
I mean, in high school, he was the #1 prospect on a lot of people's lists. Had the back injury in his only year of college, but everyone knew what he could do when given the chance.
And Michael Porter, he has the natural attributes of an elite scorer.
He's got incredibly deep range. You could see that all the way back in high school. Almost automatic from mid-range. And as he adds strength, he'll become a force inside as well. Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Harris takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Terrific work inside from Gary Harris. Not used to saying that. Does a fantastic job of backing down the defense and putting his will on his shoulders.
And that one's good. Noel's got 6 in the quarter.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
On the wing, Harris. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Think about Gary Harris and just how well-rounded this shooting guard is. A sound defender, good shooter, great slasher and cutter, provides some toughness, willing to do a lot of work. Sky the limit still here for Gary Harris.
That's good from Harris. The list of intangibles for Harris really goes on and on.
Yeah, no doubt he checks a lot of boxes. High basketball IQ, can play with or without the ball. Super competitive and just seems to step up in the clutch moments. Doesn't hurt a coaching staff to have multiple options. A guy like Gary Harris coming through in the clutch.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all 3 levels.
Beasley, the pass to Conley. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Kuzma with a screen on Harris. Kuzma sets a screen. Here's Noel, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Brent, I'm sure there were times, and you've won 2 championships where you thought you were going to win a title, and it didn't happen.
I'll go back to the first night that I thought potentially we were going to win a title with San Antonio, and that was in the 2005 finals against Detroit. We had come back home for a Game 6 that I thought we were going to win, and we did not. And sort of the pressure that mounted after that game to know that we were going to a Game 7 and had lost an opportunity where we really did feel coming off of Game 5 we were going to win. It certainly elevated the intensity of the Game 7, which we eventually won at home for our title in 2005.
Here's Noel. Denver getting their last shot to go. Kuzma, that's good.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Plumlee with the screen. Conley against Rondo. Lyles kicks to Harris. Clock at 6. A floater. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Harris has got 6 here in this quarter.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
Now here's Noel. He's got 34. Shot off the screen. Again, Los Angeles.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Conley kicks to Lyles. LeBron against Beasley, and stolen by Noel. A floater, chalk up 2 there. Noel's got 38 points.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Now here is Conley. 17 points for him last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
And Noel kicks to LeBron. McGee is screen on Harris. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. For Los Angeles, they have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Hernan Gomez comes in for Lyles, and it's Will Barton in for Beasley. Plumlee with the screen. Plumlee with a screen on Noel. Harris off the pick. Offensive rebound. Plumlee, no luck. Lakers leading by 9. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the half. Here's Noel on the money from 12 feet away. Noel's got 42 in the game.
This is great to see him take over in stretches like this, coming alive at just the right time.
Conley kicks to Harris. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
They can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
For Los Angeles, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And some changes here for the Lakers. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Harris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Rajon Rondo. And Denver with a change here too. Murray's checked in. He doesn't get the second one.
And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
A 3-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Noel. Sweet little floater. Noel's got 44.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Conley dishes to Murray. He kicks to Barton. And there's the pass to Conley. Connects from 3-point range. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Noel against Barton. Goes up the baseline. Again, Los Angeles. Here is Conley. 1 second left, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Los Angeles, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be right back after this. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. We're seeing tremendous gameplay from D.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Noel is out there with Rajon Rondo, and it's McGee in at the 5 patrolling the paint. Now Noel following Will Barton's three-point attempt. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Noel. James trying to free himself up. And it's Noel missing. Looking at Denver, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Spurs in San Antonio.
And you know what? They were giving away points, missing at the line. A big factor in the outcome.
I'm just wondering if this home crowd and the energy worked against them in this one. They might have gotten in their heads just a little bit.
Now here's Noel following the missed shot by Will Barton. Noel passes to Rondo. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Tipped away. Plumlee with the steal. Moment here now for an injury report. Now an update on Michael Porter from David Aldridge. Dave, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Nuggets head athletic trainer. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. If he were to miss time right now, it would really hurt this team, especially during the latter stages of the season. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Hopefully everything works out for him. Here's Noel following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Goes up on the high post. Denver grabs the miss.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
And that fourth foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Denver making a switch here. Porter's checked in.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water. It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. And his drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Here's Noel. Michael Conley making his last shot. James wide open. And another 3 for the Lakers.
James so quick there on the draw. You got to know he's ready to shoot as soon as he's going to catch that pass.
And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Isaiah Thomas, he's checked in for Mike Conley. And here's Harris from the arc. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, right now, Gary Harris treating the ball like a dog and just petting it. This is shaping up to be a huge night for him.
And Noel kicks to Rondo. Noel passes to Rondo. Noel with it, picked up by Harris. Noel down low. Harris is there, and that one's good. Noel.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
They get a hand on it. Pass to Lyles. Lays it up and banks it in.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Kuzma with a screen on Harris. Back to Noel. Right block shot, and another one falls.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. The Nuggets trail by 9. Thomas kicks to Harris. Takes a 3. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 3rd rebound on the night. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. And there's another one for the Lakers. And so here's Denver. Last time they met was in Denver.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
Yeah, it was very poor, their performance on the glass. And it wasn't the only reason they got blown out as badly as they did, but it was the biggest reason.
Now Noel, following the miss by Gary Harris from deep. Some solid defense from Harris.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Back to Porter. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
Just continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You think back to Trey Lyles.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Barton.
I swear Will Barton's got on track shoes when he's playing. Shot out of a cannon and converting it easily on the other end thanks to the run out.
Now here's Noel. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Conley's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 12. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Noel passes to Beasley. Now Noel. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Conley against Rondo. Conley with it. Pass to Porter. 4 seconds left. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Beasley.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Here's Lyles. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Los Angeles enjoying. Luke Walton had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, great work. We're put.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Lakers leading by 12, and Denver will start the 4th quarter with. Porter is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Trey Lyles. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Now here's Rondo. There's a screen by Noel. Rondo kicks to Noel. Just 5 on the clock. McGee sets the pick for Noel. And stolen by Barton. And he finished it off with a lay-in. Barton's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Nuggets.
Yeah, there's no doubt that Barton got hit on that play, but I like the way he brushed off the defense to get to his spot.
There's Noel. And, yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Rondo against Conley. Shoots from 14. The shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Noel against Barton. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And every move he makes looks like the right one at this point.
Yeah, shooting at a very high percentage right now. This one extending the lead.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Murray left side. Barton right side. And a miss there on the triple. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now here's Noel. And he converts the layup. Noel's got 57 points.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Wiles against McGee. Wiles kicks to Conley. Wiles with the screen. Shoots over McGee. Shot's good by Wiles.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Barton against Noel. Beasley the screen. Noel down low. Barton defending, and there it is for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at Noel. He stands at number 2 in the Western Conference. The fans giving him the backing he deserves. And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Now, here's Porter. They set the screen. He got right to the cup using that screen. And that's now 8 points for Will Barton.
And Will Barton looks comfortable there down on the inside with the shot.
Noel against Barton. The 10-footer. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And he knocks down the first one. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. Both free throws good from Noel.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Rondo against Conley. And it's Wiles in the corner. Down low. Murray against Noel. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, he found some space off the screen, just a little bit of daylight, and for Jamal Murray, that jump shot is true.
McGee is screen on Barton. They double him with Barton. And McGee kicks to Noel. Lakers passing it around. Noel, a screen on Conley. Rondo passes to Noel. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Nuggets.
Mason Plumlee.
Now here is Conley. The feed to Plumlee. That's in there. Conley with the assist. That's 12 points for Mason Plumlee.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Rondo dishes to Noel. And good! There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Conley kicks to Lyles. Dishes to Murray. High post try. It's rebounded by Corey Harris. Harris has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Porter, no luck. Lakers leading by 15. Noel with it. Now guarded by Murray. Kuzma. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Poked loose. Porter passes to Conley. In the corner, Murray with it. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Murray's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that's where Murray's speed shines through. He gives the D no time to react off that pass.
Passes to Noel. Four on the clock. Fades back. Basket counts.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Murray outside. Lyles a screen on Rondo. For 3, Murray. The Lakers with the rebound. Harris has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Noel kicks to McGee. Plumlee against Noel. Over Plumlee, and it's Noel missing. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Porter. Plumlee with a screen on Harris. Here's Porter. The offensive rebound. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
Noel against Porter. Nice D from Porter. The Nuggets trail by 13. To the inside, Murray. Kuzma pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the 4th quarter. Wants to get it to Rondo and does. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Here's Murray using his post move to get the 2 points. Murray's got 11 in the second half.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Noel. In the corner, it's Harris. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Rondo against Conley. In the corner, Murray with it. Again, the miss by Murray. Los Angeles leading by 14. Noel wide open. He fires. Good, and a nice assist from Corey Harris.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Murray against Noel. Outside, Porter. 6 to shoot. Here's Murray in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Kuzma sets a screen. Here's Noel. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Noel against Murray. Floats one up. The second effort. Rondo passes to Harris. Three-pointer. And got it! Another basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Denver calls timeout. And what a draft day steal for the Lakers, who were able to get Kyle Kuzma, who had been drafted 27th overall.
Yeah, Kuzma came into the league far more polished than anyone expected, and you have to credit the young man's hard work and how he was able to make such a big splash that rookie year. And with how hard he works, Kuzma is going to be an impactful player in this league for a long time.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, D.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Denver passing it around, and he comes up with the deuce. And that's 18 points for Gary Harris.
Like that from Murray right there. When he's passing it like this, it can make him so much better and so much more open.
Noel, a screen on Harris. Noel up top, guarded by Harris. Shoots from 12. Again, the Lakers.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Murray outside. From past the arc. And Gary Harris, good for 3. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter.
Important to have shooters on the floor that can spread you out. Gary Harris likes to nail the deep 3, and he does there.
McGee sets the pick for Noel. Back to James. Noel against Harris. Kuzma sets a screen. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Tearaway warm-ups have long been a feature of the NBA. But last season, the new tearaway jerseys, they just kept ripping apart.
The old uniform malfunction, Kevin, last year. Yeah, maybe.
You even had a couple malfunctions, and that was odd.
Well, the tie, bad tie.
Yeah.
I always have bad ties.
No.
I think they're looking back at the material choices for what they're doing. So maybe there'll be some subtle changes into this year. But it was interesting in the early part of last year. A lot of guys with a finger underneath the arm and pulling away a jersey and ripped away. So maybe the supplier will do something about the fabric this year.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Lakers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for D.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
And never one to force the issue. Conley smoothly knocks that down.
And the Lakers can just let the clock run down here. To the wing right side. Stolen by Michael Conley. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille.
Hey, Shaq here. As a team, you controlled the pace tonight, seized the advantage, never really let them back in it. What was your collective mindset while trying to protect that lead?
And thanks for joining us.
Thanks, man. See you.
How's it going? All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do. like that, you'll win half and you'll lose half.
Hey, hit me up.
AI, finishing at the rim is still an art. Let's get this going.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Hey, who got ball? Who got ball? Give me that.
Let's go.
That's all you. Keep shooting it. Hey, he can ball, huh?
Now we're rolling. Hop to it. This is where it counts.
Hey, see you later, man.
All right, AI, let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball, huh? Hey, who got ball? Who got ball? Give me that. Oh, foul! Knock it down. Take that. Get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball, huh? Oh, God!
One more, one more. Okay, guys, get back to work.
Hey, hit me up.
Hey, man. Finishing at the rim is still an art. Let's get this going.
Focus! Focus! Yo, son, let's do it! Come on, deep for it! I see him!
Poetry in motion, AI. Poetry in motion, AI. You okay, AI? I mean, the way you played.
Next time, man. Next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're bringing you the Los Angeles Lakers out at Staples Center as they'll face off against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, they've got an opportunity tonight to sweep the season series 2-0. The coaching staff commented that they feel confident coming into this one. And Robert Williams, someone will be watching tonight, Shaq. He plays with an edge in everything he does.
Yeah, physical, intimidating.
Does he make a face like the face you're making right now when you're talking about it?
Physical, intimidating, the rebounding and shot blocking are already there.
Well, he's evolving offensively. That's what I do like about him as well. He wasn't a five-star recruit where everybody was knocking down his door to get into his house, but he said, I'm going to put that work in, and he did. But everyone knows his name now.
Yeah, now let's send it down to Kevin Harlan. Everybody knows his name, too.
We've got rabid Los Angeles fans packed inside the Staples Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. It's the NBA's most storied rivalry. Tonight in Los Angeles, the Lakers face those old familiar foes, the Boston Celtics. You take a look at the Celtics. They need to bounce back from Wednesday's loss.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
It certainly appeared that they let the crowd get to them a little bit. Looked like they were rushing their foul shots, and that can't happen. You've got to lock in.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Tatum out there with Horford, and it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. Of course, we know for a few chosen individuals, the best of the best, this is the last leg now in the race for the MVP.
That is correct, Kevin. There's been a narrative that's built all season, but sometimes the way you close out a season can ultimately decide the vote because it's the last thing in the minds of the voters. You've piled up your stats, you've tried to win as many games as possible, but a finishing kick is so important in this race.
And these players know it, don't they? I mean, they say, oh, I'm not paying attention to it, but really, I mean, come on. They're human. Of course they are, right?
They're paying attention, no doubt.
Irving passes to Horford. Back to Irving. Stolen by Ball. And even 3-on-3 break. Brown against Noel. And it's Ball in the corner. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Hammers the alley-oop through.
How about the vision there by Ball, showing the unselfishness, just being a willing passer.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now, here is Irving. 20 points for him last game against the Kings in Sacramento. And the basket by Horford.
Well, how fluid is the shooting form from Al Horford? It makes him such a dangerous threat.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Al Horford. Here's Noel from down in the low post. It goes. Noel's got his second basket of the night. Greg, it's hard to imagine that 1 year ago AI wasn't even in the NBA. Now he's an important part of this team.
The improvement he's shown from that first pressure-packed game, it's been remarkable. He's always showed potential, but where he is now with his impact is beyond what anyone could have expected.
You know, what you love about Kyrie is that he's always prepared to shoot when he is roaming in space.
Here's Noel. Again, Los Angeles.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
Pass to Brown. A second chance effort. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. It's good.
Oh, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touch down low? Skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
Ball kicks to Noel. Kuzma passes to Noel. Kuzma sets a screen. And there it is again from him. Shot good from Noel. Noel's got 8 points.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Here's the screen. Irving against Ball. Hayward outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, that's the IQ of Gordon Hayward on display. He understands what the defense is trying to take away and finds the open man.
Now here's Noel, who's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Brad Stevens. He knows they're up against the team that plays best when it can get to the front of the rim. So the #1 concern defensively is coming over to help to cut off drives and cutting down all lanes to the hoop. Kevin, will see who imposes their will upon the other.
Thank you, David.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
There's the pick. Right side Tatum. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
And Noel kicks to LeBron. Over Irving. And that one's good. Noel, 12 points for him.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Brown the pass to Horford. Brown with it. He's picked up by LeBron. And the shot is good. And it's 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Noel, a screen on Hayward. Noel against Brown. They get it again. McGee, and he can't jam it through. Celtics trail by 3. Here's Hayward. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
This is one of Hayward's go-to shots. Phenomenal at getting the space he needs.
And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. Third spot, the Celtics.
And just having a terrific year on the offensive glass, it's because everybody buys in. Not just the big men, but even the guards are getting in on the act.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Raptors. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, there's the Celtics sitting directly below them, just one spot down.
And, you know, for the Celtics, I think they've lived up to their billing this season, that's for sure. It doesn't look like they'll be slowing down anytime soon.
I'd go even one step further. From what I've seen of them to this point, I think their best basketball may still be in front of them.
Here's Noel after Gordon Hayward's bucket. McGee a screen, off the screen, and that one's good. Noel's got 14 points for the game.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Irving against Ball. Brown wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Launches it. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by James. Ball's got himself on the board with 3 there. Celtics trail by 4. Irving kicks to Horford. Tatum against Kuzma. Pass to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
Now here's Noel. 14 points for him. McGee a screen. Noel down low. Brown's there. Count that one. 16 points for D.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
Irving passes to Horford. Here's the screen. Passes to Irving. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Irving's got his second basket.
Guys, how good is Kyrie Irving at shielding off defenders and getting the soft shot up on the drive?
Now here's Noel. 16 points for him. Fires from the wing. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket. Celtics trail by 4. Irving kicks to Horford. Picked by Horford. The feed now to Brown, and stolen by LeBron. Noel against Brown. Back to Ball. Clock at 6. Here's Noel. The rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And on the way from Irving for 3. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. McGee a screen. Noel down low. He's covered by Brown. Noel dishes to McGee. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Ingram comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Harris is checked in for Noel. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Ball. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Horford. Daniel Tice comes in for Jason Tatum. Marcus Morris is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Jaylen Brown. Here's Morris. Beasley with the rebound. Here's Ingram. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. Ingram's got his first basket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Irving against Beasley. And that one's good, Irving. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
Beasley with a screen on Irving and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Ingram against Morris. The pass to Baines. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the shot goes in. Now just a 2-point Laker lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Harris passes to LeBron. Shot from 12. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And LeBron makes that insane dribble move look so effortless. What a showman.
Platoon swap here for the Lakers. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Al Horford is checked in for Aaron Baines. Tatum comes in for Daniel Tice. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Morris. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Ball out there with Noel. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Noel against Brown. Puts it up from 12, and that one's good. Noel's got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
That one good for 2.
Now, don't you love how Gordon Hayward moves so well without the ball? He creates scoring opportunities for himself.
Brown against Noel. Shoots over Brown. That one wide left.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
And taken away by Brown. That shot is off. And it's the Lakers the other way. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
A huge margin of victory for them when these two teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, I think when your bench puts up that kind of productivity, it makes your offense so much more difficult to defend. It's a key element in their last win.
To the middle. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And Noel throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, D in that last outing against the Nuggets delivered quite a performance. He had an incredible number of points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall. He was efficient from the field. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Hey, David, thank you. Any chance he can match that guy's and that performance again here tonight?
I tell you what, I know he believes he can. His confidence right now is sky high, and he doesn't think there's anybody that can stop him.
Well, there might not be, because he's coming into this game thinking he can be just as dominant as he was the last time he took the floor.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Doors are seeing a lot of movement on the offensive side of the ball, a lot of screening, a lot of movement obviously without the ball. Does that require more awareness, not only on the offensive side to make those moves, but also defensively?
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. One of the most important things you can do if you're an excellent defensive team is you start with communication. So as that action starts, the movement and the screening, are the teammates talking? Screen coming right, screen coming left. Do we want to trap the screen? Do we want to make sure the ball gets out of a certain player's hands? Communication in this day and age against motion offenses has got to be at the top of the list defensively.
Well said. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and he gets the bucket. Kuzma's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Celtics trail by 15. So the Celtics called timeout, their first. Nice game, great performance by D.
I think one of the things at the top of the list in this timeout discussion has got to be the amount of room they're giving him to operate. You've got to get more bodies on him to try to disrupt his rhythm.
And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Noel. He's just outside the top 20, so you'd have to think there are too many players standing between him and a spot in the dunk contest this year.
And it's too bad, Kevin. I mean, I'm sure he'd bring a lot of excitement to the contest, but let's face it, it's a crowded field of contenders right now.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
Puts it up from 12.
Well, to me, that's the wingspan of Jaylen Brown bothering shooters. This guy gets right in their space and throws them off balance.
And he overshot that one, missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Picked by Horford. Smart kicks to Tatum. Smart against Ball. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ball. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Noel. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Both free throws good from Noel. Some reports claim, Doris, that basketball is the fastest growing team sport. Do you think it has a chance to overtake football as the most popular sport in the U.S.?
Well, listen, anybody who is covering and carrying the games of the NBA is thrilled right now. The ratings for the NBA are off the charts. It increases in popularity every year. But let's remember the foundational sport in the United States of America is football. And the ratings for football, the NFL in particular, still dwarf the NBA. But the reality is there are challenges that the NFL faces. What those challenges have on the long-term business success in terms of, the concussions and the long-term implications, we don't yet know, Kevin. And if we could all fast forward 10 to 15 years into the future, it'll be fascinating to look back and say, wow, this was a seminal moment for both sports.
Great perspective. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
I love when Jason Tatum is aggressive to score the basketball. He does a tremendous job keeping his focus.
And when the Celtics traded out of the first overall pick in 2017, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum first overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
Here's Kuzma. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
It's Brown on the wing. And finished off by Brown.
Kev, how about the strength on the finish? Jaylen Brown showing real muscle.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from Brown.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
And it's blocked by Brown, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take, leaving him out there.
The Lakers making a switch here. James is checked in. Smart against Ball. Smart passes to Tatum. Brown with a screen on McGee. It's off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Smart.
Celtics. Kyrie Irving.
Ball against Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. James kicks to Noel. Pass to McGee. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. James in the post. Ended by Hayward. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And checking out some stats for Gordon Hayward. Breaking down his play since the All-Star break. He's averaging 14 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Agreed. A lot of guys in this league would be very happy with that stat line, but this guy is the real deal. He is built for more.
Irving passes to Tatum. They set the pick. He dishes it to Horford. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Los Angeles leading by 15. James outside. Noel with it. Picked up by Brown. And Noel kicks to LeBron. Noel, a screen on Horford. Over Horford. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Tatum, that's for 2. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Well, do not let Jason Tatum get space in transition. He will make you pay.
Noel down low. Brown's there. The shot by Hayward, wide open. The Lakers with the rebound.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Noel with it, picked up by Brown. Trying to get back on track, and it's Noel missing.
Yeah, good interior D there, prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Feeds to Brown. McGee with the block. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Celtics ball.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Lakers ahead. They're up by 11. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Nice game, great performance by D.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Horford is out there with Tatum, and it's Irving in at the 1 spot. Los Angeles leading by 11. Kuzma kicks to LeBron. McGee sets the pick for James. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Outside Tatum. Here's Brown, and the lead is down inside single digits. Brown's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Boston. Ball dishes to Noel. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Tatum over to help. On the wing, James. Bangs home the trifecta. James has got 7 points in the game.
Boy, you've got to prevent LeBron James from getting comfortable out there. He is an accomplished, opportunistic scorer.
Brown, right side. Fires from deep. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long. I don't like their energy level since the break, right? They've missed 3 of their first 4 shots.
Here's Noel. Rebounded by the Celtics.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Tatum. Timeout called the Lakers. The past few seasons, Doris, Al Horford has really stepped up his passing.
Well, he has, Kevin, and part of it certainly is the system. But to me, this guy has incredible vision and feel on the offensive end of the floor. He's a key component of what they do.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams have been the most successful in the transition game this month. The Lakers, number 1.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Pass to Noel. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Kuzma with a screen on Irving. Ball with the bucket.
You've got to stay with Ball off that pin down. He's very smart at knowing how to position himself in these situations.
Irving kicks to Horford. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. And the Lakers call time here. Of course, when it comes to filling in the rest of a roster, pieces around your star players, what qualities you think these teams are looking for, or would you be looking for in a role player?
Well, I think one of the first things you have to think about, or what are the best attributes of my stars? So is my star a great driver creator? Then I need to put great shooters around him to enhance his driving and playmaking abilities. But the other part of a role player is you've got to be willing to do the dirty work, to sacrifice the headlines and dig in on the defensive end, to absorb the best matchup of the opponent every night. And that means sometimes you're going to get scored on 5-6 times in a row. That's how good the offensive players in the league are. So there are many qualities, but those are just a couple off the top of my head, Kev.
And every offensive board is an extra possession. If you're trying to compete from this far down, you cannot allow that.
I'll tell you, what an effort on the glass. Even with this lead, they're still going all out.
The basket good off the assist from Hayward. 23 points for Jaylen Brown.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
LeBron passes to Noel. McGee a screen. Now here's Noel. He has 29. Shoots over Brown. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. 31 points for D. Irving kicks to Horford. Here's the screen. Here's Brown. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And Kevin, Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 10. Passes it to Brown. And finished off by Brown.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
James, the pass to Noel. Kuzma sets a screen. Noel against Brown. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at Los Angeles. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Thunder, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've had a dream season, and I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
You know, and that's something we see a lot from teams that come out of the blue like they have this season. Their confidence just grows and grows with each passing week, and they hit the playoffs riding high. I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Inside. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Kyrie Irving.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
James kicks to Noel. Goes up to the stripe. And again, no good by the Lakers. Celtics trail by 6. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 7th assist in the game. The pass to Ball. Brown against Noel. Over Brown. And that one's good. Noel's got 33.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Here's Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
Ball kicks to James. Back to Ball. Noel against Brown. Now here's Noel. He's guarded close. Celtics trail by 4. Outside Irving. Horford with a screen on Ball. Out to Hayward. Horford sets a screen for Hayward. McGee with the block. Shoots it. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Kuzma's got 9.
How about that? LeBron James always looking for his guys. The court vision, unreal.
Inside, and Brown throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Michael Beasley. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. For Beasley, as most people know, Doris, it's been a wild ride getting here.
It certainly has, Kevin, but the talent was undeniable, right? Let's remember this guy was a former #2 overall pick. Reality is, though, he had to spend some time in China. He needed an adjustment to both his game and his attitude.
Brandon Ingram's out there with Beasley. Then it's Noel. Then it's Ball, and it's McGee in at the center. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Noel, the jumper from the free throw line is good. Noel's got 35.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Hayward against Ingram. 16 feet away. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Gordon Hayward.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Certainly not. This is when you want to see tight, aggressive defense, everybody on point down the stretch in a close game.
Here's Noel. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Picked by Horford. Irving kicks to Horford. Trying to get open is Irving. Kept alive. The kick out to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Hayward passes to Tatum to the paint. Hayward with the ball. Horford with the screen on Ingram. Hayward off the screen, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Hayward's got 7 points here in this quarter.
But Gordon Hayward has become a master in pick-and-roll situations. He knows how to get space off a screen.
Here's Noel using his post move to get the 2 points. And the Lakers lead by 3.
Perfect example of how to set a great screen. Set your feet, stand firm.
Inside, here's Brown, and then Brown with the dunk.
I tell you, you have to respect the passing skills of Al Horford. He can pick apart a defense.
Here's Noel, and there's another one for the Lakers.
And he's coming up big here in the clutch.
Celtics trail by 3. Down low, here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And you aren't going to slow down Brown when he's scoring the ball like this. He is simply on a tear.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Tries a 3 off the inbound, and Noel gets it to go on the assist by McGee. Noel's got 44. Boston's gone 2 or 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Irving kicks to Brown. Tatum dishes to Brown. Horford with a screen on Noel. Back to Tatum. 6 to shoot. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Back to Noel. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Noel with it, picked up by Brown. Brown against Noel. Shot clock at 6. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Horford. And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw. Celtics trail by 3. To the paint. And the dunk by Brown.
How fantastic is Jaylen Brown getting the position he wants deep inside, easily slams it home.
Noel against Brown. Lets a floater go, and no problem from Noel as he finishes at the rim.
Boy, what touch. You know, a lot of guys don't have the kind of feel necessary to make the floater.
Irving against Ball. Horford with a screen on Ball. Here's Irving, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
You have to respect the in-between game of Kyrie Irving. Straight up. Yeah, that's how you have to play this guy. You've got to play him straight up and be balanced.
And it's time for an injury report. Now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Rajon Rondo. David?
Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. He's not going to return to this game, and unfortunately, it looks like he could be out for a while, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you for the update. I know we're all interested in what his status is.
And it might be a tough road back for him. I mean, but one thing's for sure, he will be back.
Well, we know this. The guy's a fighter. I'm sure nobody's more disappointed than he is to have to go through this. But I am sure this guy will work every day to get back as quick as possible.
James checked in for Ingram. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Irving. And the call will be against D. That is his first foul of the game. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
The Lakers in the lead. Here's ball to the wing on the left. Noel with it, and it's Horford picking him up. And Noel kicks to McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And stolen by James. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Lakers working the ball around now. Brown against Noel. McGee trying to break free. And the shot is long.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Tatum passes to Irving. The dish now to Hayward. Clock at 6. Right side Irving. Off target on the 15-footer. Los Angeles leading by 3. Now Noel. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Thursday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Sacramento Kings.
And for that game against the Hawks, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Yet another bucket.
And just like that, he's tied the record for most 50-point games.
Greg, this is a record I never thought would be matched. Unbelievable season from him.
You look back at Wilt's 62 campaign and all the records it spawned, absolutely stunning to see the 50-point games record be matched.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Noel against Brown. Noel down low. Unloads from 13. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
I'll tell you what, his accuracy has been the story of this game.
No doubt. I mean, he's doing his best to guide his team to victory. Superb job shooting the ball in this final period.
Brown against LeBron. Back to Noel. And Tatum over to help. And Noel kicks to Ingram from deep. Hayward grabs the board. Hayward's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Left side Irving. Yep, that one goes.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
Timeout called the Lakers.
My guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, D.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Shot from the top of the key. The shot missing. So the Celtics will take it the other way. And a fast break now for the Celtics. They get it again. And it's Brown missing. LA has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Boston trailing. Here's Tatum. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Hayward's got assist number 5 here tonight.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Kuzma with a screen on Brown. Layup off the pick. Kuzma, that's good. And the Lakers lead by 2.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
They've got to be willing to step up. And when it's this close, you just can't let them get easy buckets. Make them feel you a bit.
And Ball using those long arms to just swat away that shot. I love the hustle. Always nice to have a point guard who can block shots.
Irving against Ball. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Noel. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop. Now it's a 6-point Laker lead.
Yeah, sprinting end to end, but under control. That's the key.
No, exactly right, Greg. You can't go too fast. He pulled that off in brilliant fashion.
Irving dishes to Brown. Outside Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, and it's Brown missing.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
Count it, good.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Well, there's no doubt. They're really clicking. What an amazing all-around effort to take a huge lead like this late in the game.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pick by Horford. Here's Tatum. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they miss, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Here's Irving.
Well, it's not looking good at this point.
You know, it just doesn't seem like they have enough time to get back into this one, and it has to be disappointing.
Pick by Horford. Off the pick, Irving shoots. Kuzma pulls it in. Here are the Lakers with the ball. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Brown against Noel. Ingram setting a pick for Noel. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
First one falls for him. All free throws good from Noel.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a miss.
So my old coach used to tell me about these sandwiches, and I feel like
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. This is Earth.
Hey, it's Shaq here. I'm calling you Mr.
And folks, that's it for us.
Thanks, man. See ya.